Life doesn't always have to be busy. Life can be peaceful. Life can be filled with the happiest, coziest moments of our lives. And this is Brianna Blogs.
Morning, everybody. Hopefully, you're all doing well. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are watching this video. I must say, it is pretty cold today. I am here with my morning gown, just being all cozy today. I mean, it is seriously cold. It's like 4 degrees this side in Brakpan, and it is really, really cold. But I like to look at this weather a little bit more cozy than being negative about it and saying, oh, it's so cold. I just love to be positive about it. So I just thought, why not start with a nice sunlight and coffee? There was not much sunlight today, as I'm saying. It's 4 degrees, it's really cold, but I just really enjoy sitting at the window and my bedroom window and just looking at the view, looking at the leaves do what they do every time the wind comes and everything. But it was quite cozy. I really liked it. Anyways, today is a Tuesday, by the way. Yesterday was a nice, productive Monday, and here we are, and it's another day. And I thought I would pick up the camera and just start vlogging. So, what's up for today? I just thought I'll just enjoy my day more cozy and inspirational. So, yeah, let's get into today's story.
Create some art. Create your life. Become the things you want to become. You see, you don't need to be loud in order to become powerful. So resemble and change.
Morning, everybody. Today is another day. Today is a Wednesday, and I am about to go to work. And I'm just waiting for Uncle Matthew and Auntie Tam to come, and then we're off to work. The weather today is like so forgiving. It's quite moderate. It's still cold, but it's okay today, which I love because it's just, experiencing the warmth as well as the coldness, which is way better than yesterday because yesterday was terrible. Like, it was cold. I spent the whole day staying warm, but at least today is quite, moderate. So that's good.
Going to work isn't just about doing your job, it's about loving what you do and doing it by heart and not by mind. It's about enjoying the people you work with as well.
Good morning, everybody. Hopefully, you're all doing well. Today is a Thursday, and I had quite a good day. Yesterday was a busy day at work. Yeah, but I was okay. It was quite great. I did have a good day yesterday. I mean, what can I say about yesterday? Yesterday was good. But today is another day, and I'm more focused on the now since yesterday was a good day. Let's sweep that away and, just talk about today. So, today I am just gonna be working on editing this video and just getting a few things done in the house. Well, I haven't been in the house much. I've been at work some of the days. I don't know, like, I've just haven't been inside the house. Like, Sunday, I wasn't here, but my mom was home. So, yeah, I'm actually subtracting that day. But, yeah, let me stop yapping right now. But just know that I wasn't around at home. So, it's quite a bit upside down in the house. So, I need to get to cleaning. But, okay, that's for today. Just gonna be editing this video as well as cleaning up the house, which I won't vlog. Yeah, I won't vlog. Tell me if you like watching cleanup videos, but I won't be vlogging because it's quite busy every time I clean up, and I just find it distractive when I vlog and cleaning up. I don't know, probably in the future, but no. Anyways, so let's get that done today, and yeah, I'll be in touch. Oh, I forgot one more thing. Last night I was on my table, so I was watching this vlog. And this lady said that she has a small business and she's making day by day journals. So it's called the day by day journal, and which is so cool. Really like that idea as well. But I got very inspired by the things she was saying. She says something about, I'm saying this in my own understanding. She was talking about how important it is to renew your goals, like your yearly goals. I mean, she had goals that she didn't accomplish earlier in the year that she wanted to accomplish. So instead of just sweeping those goals away, she decided to renew them. Excuse me. So, yeah, she decided to renew them and she wrote them down again, and then she started going through them, and she saw that she did stuff she didn't do others. The things that she didn't do, the goals that she didn't do, she decided to renew them and get them up back again and start making action, because she said that without action nothing is going to happen. So that reminded me of my own monthly journal. This is my monthly journal, and I want to be honest to you, and this is a motivation as well. I haven't been in this journal for more than a month. I started in January 2025, which is this year, doing a monthly, plan and my goals. Mostly, mainly, it was about my goals. And then I went through February. It was going well. When February ended, that was it. So I only was in this book for 2 months. Yeah, you got that right. I was in this book only for 2 months, which is sad, which is really sad. So when she talked about renewing your goals, I just remembered my monthly planner slash monthly goal book. And, yesterday I was going through a bit of my months when I was, yeah, when I was actually writing everything down that I wanted to do. So actually, looking at it now, I actually started in November 2024 because I got this diary as a gift. So I actually started in November 2024, but I actually like crossed everything out because I kind of did things and I didn't do it, but I was just mad that most of the stuff I didn't do. And then came December, I just started, writing recipes in the book. For some reason, I decided to change a monthly planner into a recipe book for two pages. So yeah, I started writing recipes, stuff like a Christmas recipe, potato salad, just simple stuff I could make. Because yeah, I kind of do love cooking. At the same time, I don't. I mean, I love cooking for people because I make nice occasions like on. Yeah, then also just make cooking. I wouldn't say I like what I cook, but everyone has their favorite. Other people around, I really love to do that as well. Everything. I love cooking. Okay, don't be confused. This is still the same video. Just tied my hair back. Just when I was talking, my phone switched off, so I couldn't do anything about it except for charging it. So I couldn't actually. This is actually what happens when you're so excited to tell people your story, and then you know, just the phone just switches off. I hate that a lot. But anyways, that's okay. It has really never happened to me much, especially since the day I got this phone. Never happened to me at all. But it just happened to me, which is okay. Things happen. But anyways, my phone switched off when I was about to actually share what I wrote for my interview. Things I wanted to just briefly understand about myself. And uh, I started, I just started writing stuff. So because I've been yapping, since, though I had said goodbye earlier, but anyways, that's okay. I just want to share it quickly because I just feel like it's so good to just share, the other side of the world. I believe that is a nice thing to share the other side of the world, to just hear what other people have to say. So yeah, I'm just gonna share this quickly because quickly. I'm gonna try to be quickly and stop yapping. Anyways, okay, I say it. As an activist, Star focuses on an issue you are passionate about. So that was just me trying to tell myself that I should focus on issues that I'm passionate about, because part of being in an interview and being yourself is knowing what you're passionate about, what is so important to you within your life, and that way you can easily answer any question in an interview. And so what are the things that I was focused on and that I am passionate about was, the first thing was being an environmental protection. Sorry, I say being an environmental, that doesn't make sense, but anyways, I wrote it like in points because I didn't want to go through much of sentences. So I wrote environmental protection, animal welfare, education, healthcare, economic equality, um, who face resistance from, what is this? Yeah, I do get those days where I'm reading something. Yeah, that happens to me a lot when I am rushing to write something. I mean, look at this handwriting. When I'm actually rushing to do something, sometimes I can understand it at that moment. But if I read it after probably like 2 months, I'd be like, what's going on? So that is what happens when I am writing fast and not caring about my handwriting. But anyways, I also wrote stuff that resonated with facing resistance to change. I finally got the word. It was change, which was Martin Luther King Jr., who faced that resistance from civil rights. And then we got Jane Goodall. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing the names correctly. Who faced resistance from animal welfare. And then we also got Nelson Mandela, who faced apartheid. So yeah, basically that was just my point of saying that you know I may face resistance in my activism, but that shouldn't stop me from doing what I love doing and just appreciate the people who appreciate my existence and as well as the work I do. So yeah, that's good. And just gonna scroll through this because this is just getting more deeper into social justice and more welfare, and also I just wanted to mention a few organizations that also do um, stuff like that, which is fine, which is good. So that was just me, being me. But I just noticed right now that that was the last thing I wrote in this um, monthly planner slash goal book, because yeah, so that was the last thing I wrote in my interview, for my interview, in fact. Honestly, did my question right now is probably the question you're asking is, did I get everything that I wrote in here all right and all identical? Honestly, no. And that's one of the things you should notice about an interview. It's not about getting the perfect words right. Like, I know sometimes I may mumble or get a word wrong, or try to pronounce it, but I cannot. And there are also stuff that I just didn't that I can read from a book and say, I want to get this right. But I don't think when you're going to interview, whatever interview it is, for example, my interview was the interview that I had was about my books, the children's book I wrote called Brakpan Broom, which was mainly meant for Brakpan, how important it is to clean the community. And it was just all about my environmental activism. So actually, for me, that interview was mainly about how I started. What is my story? Why do I care so much about Brackpen? I mean, those questions are the questions you can ask. So those questions are pretty personal. So I actually didn't really mention everything I wrote right now in this book. I just started flowing and just started being myself. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna tell them exactly what it is. And instead of just talking about other people, how they faced resistance, or how, other people have achieved, let me also share my own. Yes, I can share that, but let me also share my own side of the world and how I see things. I always say to myself, don't see the world as it is, but see it as it could be. Meaning, I always take that quote that I always say to myself um, when I see things like, for an example, Brockton, mostly uh, I was at an interview for DSTV on Playroom Live, and I remember this nice, beautiful, sweet lady who was actually doing my makeup. I don't like makeup, but wow, that was also nice. It was nice. It's kind of relaxing though, but I don't like makeup at all, and I'm still young to put makeup, so don't worry about that. That was just light makeup. Anyways, so she's very sweet, and she was like, "So where do you live?" And I was like, "Brackpan." So she's not the first person to make that reaction. She was like, Brackpan, huh? Like, not many people know about Brackpan, and if they do know about Brackpan, Brackpan is always this dirty town. Kind of feels like a ghost town sometimes, and people only know Brackpan because of Carnival City, mainly because of that, because that attracted many people. So it was only the Carnival City that attract people from Brackpan and for people to know Brackpan. Besides that, Brackpan is dirty. Yes, we do have people who are like, oh, Brackpan is not that bad. But I'm just saying that mainly the comments of Brackpan was just not, and I refuse to actually believe that. Why? Because I want to make change. And like I say, I don't like to see things as it is, but as it could be, especially when it's not a good, place, or it's just not, good if it's not right. So yeah, I can use this motivation as well in the things that I do. For an example, my studies, yeah, I took a break on that because there's a lot that I learned from my studies. It's hard. You have to focus, you have to be a great listener to it. I'm currently taking a course in CS50's introduction to artificial intelligence. So I've been doing online schooling now for like about, let's just say, a year and a quarter. I don't know if I should say that, but anyways. And but I wouldn't say it's a full year because we're still in June, so I wouldn't say it's a year. But okay. But you see, it's hard, and so imagine if I am to see um how my subject is hard in the way it is, it's not gonna get me anywhere if I just keep complaining. But if I see it as it could be, that oh, maybe if I it's the same as changing an if to an if. For an example, imagine if I'm saying, what if I fail? What if I don't get that certificate that I want? What if I don't get to accomplish everything? What if I'm a bad author? What if I am not good at being an environmental activist? Change those negative ifs into positive ifs. What if I am a great environmental activist? What if I'm a great author? What if I could actually get that certificate that I want? What if I could accomplish my course? What if I could master everything within it? What if I could enjoy my journey and not just focus on the end result? And that's it. That's it. So these days, whenever I am just overthinking about something, I'll be like, okay, what if we just swap this? Let's swap the mood. What if I could actually just do it? I could. And I have like this thing where I look back into my past and I'm like, but I did this. So what's stopping me from actually doing it right now? If I could do it then, I can do it now. Look at how much I have grown. But anyways, that's enough for today. I mean, this Wednesday was, oh, it's a Thursday. Oh, yeah, today is a Thursday. Oh my gosh, this does happen to me a lot when I'm thinking too much or when I yap too much. But anyways, things happen. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I mean, it's been a great day. It's been great. My phone switched off. I just ran quickly to do the chores, and then I'm here. I'm back again, but not much of today. Probably just gonna read 2 pages of a book, and currently I've been reading um, this book. I got this book as well as a, you know, gift. Someone just like, yeah, you can have it. So thank you so much. This book is called The 90 Rules for Entrepreneurs, the Codex of Hustle. I actually like that. Your guide to being an entrepreneur, a millionaire, and of course, happy. You know, we always find these videos that are like, I made a 1,000 in a day or in a second. I'm like, what? What's like? How did you make that much in a day? And I didn't read this book for the sake of saying, oh, your guide is to being an entrepreneur and a millionaire. So what happened is, uh, I actually was on lunchtime at work. Those were like one of my first days at work, and then I was at lunchtime, and then my boss just passed over and gave me this book, and he's like, "You can read it for now while you're eating," and that's how it started. And then at the end of the day, he just gave me the book so that I can start reading it. Eventually, I own this book, which is lovely, and this book is really, really, really nice. It's a very nice book. I just love this book. Um, it's very interesting. I love the way that it takes you to the side of being an entrepreneur and experience, and also thinking like the customer. There's a lot of things you can learn there. That also reminds me, I've got a new YouTube channel called the BMS channel, and it's called Brianna's Motivational Channel. I just made it short so that anyone can say it. And I will be going on a course where I'll be teaching you on how to become an entrepreneur at a young age, as well as how to be successful, and successful in assets and not in money, because money comes and go, but assets can stay for a longer period of time. But I'll talk more of that on my BMS channel. But thank you guys. I think I'm just gonna read this book, and then you know I'll catch you guys, on my next vlog. So thank you for watching. I'm just gonna, film a few shots because I've been talking for hours. Should I say hours? I don't know, but it feels like I've been talking for hours. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate people who are very consistent in watching videos who just basically just support, and it's really nice. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. And this is Brianna Blogs.